Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking over the Audio-Technica ATH-ADG1X high fidelity open air headset. You know, without looking, that's actually a fairly complicated, very long name for a headset, in my opinion. But overall, I guess they can do whatever they want, because overall, I think they've created a pretty good headset. Let's go over it. The first thing I kind of want to talk about is the design of the headset. We do have this open headset. A little bit different we have here. You have these two kind of like flying arms that are for your head. And they're not connected, and there's a few things I like and dislike about that. For one, when you put it on, it is a very comfortable headset. Very lightweight, very soft feeling on the ear pads. It is a very soft cloth. And overall, I feel like one of the lighter headsets I've ever worn, which is good. Makes them very comfortable for a long time when you are gaming. It's just a nice thing to have. Comfort's very something I think a lot of people look for when they are playing games for long periods of time. They look for comfort. That's one thing they want. They also want high quality too. We'll get to that in a minute. But overall, it's good. The one thing I will say is because they're not connected, sometimes, slowly over time, I feel like they are starting to slide down my head a little bit. And frankly, I don't need my headphones on my neck. So that's something you got to be careful about. Now, luckily, a similar but different model of Audio-Technica headset was reviewed by Linus Tech Tips a couple years ago, and he had a simple fix for it. He took a rubber band and he put it between both the sides, just right underneath. And what that effectively did was created a little strap that then holds them together a little bit better and will prevent them from sliding anywhere really on your head that you don't want them. Overall, I think it works actually quite well and was a pretty smart fix. Now, it would be nice if Audio-Technica maybe did include some kind of strap that was adjustable that would maybe mock or mimic this. But this is kind of what you get with a lot of headsets where they're designed to fit everybody's heads. And obviously, this is designed to include everyone with bigger heads. I don't have that big of a head, so for me, I think that's part of the reason I run into that problem. And I have a pretty small head, so it may not actually be a problem for anybody else. But for me, I did have that problem just a tiny bit. Overall, though, they still were very comfortable despite that, and it didn't really happen too much. Just something to take note of. Like I was saying, very, very soft ear pads. They're also cloth over the speaker themselves. Although you can feel the speakers if you do press down a little bit, you can feel that they're back there. But overall, this is very soft, big enough to fit most ears too, I would say. I have a little bit bigger ears, I would also say, but they seem to fit just about fine. The rest of the looks of them, I do like the exoskeleton design, obviously. It does look good, and I do like that for headsets these days. We do have a silver outline plastic with a mesh black ear cup with their logo on it. And if you look through it, you can actually see the blue and some little design stuff they do. You can see a little bit of some wires and design too, but nothing too crazy. It does look nice. Overall, I think they look good. Not too picky in the looks of my gaming headsets. If you're looking for flashing lights, customizable LEDs, don't look here. These don't do that, although they're not meant to do that. It's not their purpose. That's not what they're going for. They're going for some other things we'll talk about. I will say, too, sometimes I feel like this is a little bit tall on my head and looks a little bit big, but overall, once again, nothing to really worry about too much. Now, as for the cord that comes connected with it, that is this. It is a 1.2 meter cord. It does come with a, I think, 4-in-1 or a smart port on the end. You can plug it into a phone, so the microphone and the headset will work all in one, which is nice. The quality of it is very good. It's thicker, kind of springy too. Feels like it should hold up and last for a pretty long time. That's one thing I do like about that. It does come with a little control unit on the cord with a on-off for the microphone for muting, and it does come with a little toggle to spin the audio volume up and down. Overall, the button itself doesn't feel quite as high quality as the cord, but it doesn't really feel low quality either. Maybe something they could slightly improve on, but overall, should work just fine. And then if you need to extend the range and reach of the headset, it does come with a 2-meter extension that splits, so you can split your audio and your microphone apart. If you want to put it into a sound card or to your machine, or also just get that length, it plugs in up here and you can extend it. So that works well, which is good because the headset comes out of the left ear like most headsets do. For me, I have to run it around because my computer's right there. And so I have to run it left this way and go around my monitors to my computer. So it's nice to have the extension included. That's something I need to use, and I did use. It was very good. It worked well. As for the microphone on the headset, that simply comes down and goes up if you're not using it. It does get out of your way fully, which is kind of nice. If you're not using it, it does come down, and you can also move it this way or up anywhere you really need it. It works really well, and you can position it incredibly well. Some headsets don't really, I mean, they let you position them and move them. They don't really hold their position. They kind of just flop or fall or dangle. This one holds very well. So the microphone movement is very good. We'll get to the quality of the microphone in just a minute, and we'll do an audio test so you can hear exactly what kind of quality you get out of this microphone if you're definitely worried about that. Now, as for the quality of the audio coming through the headphones, really, really good. And I'll make the statement right now. I haven't reviewed every single headset in the history of the world, although I have used plenty in my time, all over the place, and these ones are the best sounding I've ever probably listened to. The highs are very good. They're very clear, but they don't get tingy or bad or sound anywhere near too harsh or aggressive. They're really, really good. The midtones are right where you want them. They're very full and they sound nice. But the bass is another area I really did like. It didn't sound like it was trying to break my ears and rumble off my head with like outrageous subwoofing or anything, but they were very clean and they didn't distort, and they were there and they were full, which is something you want in the bass. So overall, it made the gaming experience very good. In fact, even in a couple things I was playing and in a couple shows I was watching with these headphones, I was hearing a few things up in the high end where I had never heard sound before, and to me that's really good. It means we're probably missing things out on other headsets that I was using or with other speakers I've been using. These were able to pick up those sounds because the speakers are of good quality, and I almost thought for a couple times when I was hearing these sounds for the first time that something inside my house was happening and I was hearing something outside the headset. That's also something I should cover. So apart from the speakers being very, very good quality, there's no noise canceling, and that's not what they're intended for. So if you want something that kind of blocks outside noise, these don't specifically do that. Now, granted, you can turn these up and they don't distort, and so you can block out things that way, but some of that sound will probably leak out because they're not meant to really, you know, block sounds both directions. So nice for me, honestly. So when somebody yells at me in my house, you know, or my girlfriend wants my attention, I can hear her and I can take one headphone off one ear, see what's up. But if you're looking to block out all outside sounds, say you got a couple of loud brothers or who knows what, or a loud dog that barks a lot, and you don't want to hear that, they're not going to specifically block out sound, but they still will, you know, they'll do a fine job, but they're not meant for that. So that's something to just be aware of if you are looking for this headset or looking for something like that in this headset. Now, as for the microphone test, we need to go over that. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear the audio of the microphone itself. I'm going to just talk about the product just a little bit while we do that, and you can see what that sounds like. As for the microphone quality of this headset, I would say it is pretty superb. You're not going to actually find a lot of headset, or at least gaming headset microphones, that are of this quality. There's some other ones that are decent, but overall, I think this is probably one of the better ones I've had the good fortune of using. If you're not sure how good this sounds in comparison to another one, I will plug another one in real quick and let you know what it sounds like. Here's your comparison headset. I'm not going to say which headset this is specifically. I use this headset a lot. I don't use the microphone on it typically, though. This is comparable, at least in price range, as well to the Audio Technica headset, and something I just wanted to let you guys reference if you're not exactly sure what another headset sounds like. Overall, this is a good headset, and I think this would be very good for people who are maybe looking for a good quality of good headphones with good microphone if they're going to start streaming or start doing some editing and maybe some voice stuff, that they want to make sure they have a good quality microphone but don't want to have to go out and buy a standalone one. There you have it, the Audio Technica ATH-ADG1X open air high fidelity gaming headset. Like you just heard with that microphone, one of the best, if not the best, gaming headset microphone I've also ever had the good fortune of testing. And to me, that wasn't a surprise. I was really hoping these would have fantastic audio through that microphone. For one, when I stream and make other videos, when I'm not using a lavalier microphone like I'm currently using, I use an Audio Technica AT-2020. They're really good microphones and they work very well. One thing you get with a headset like this, designed by somebody like Audio Technica, is you get very high quality audio and microphone performance, and that makes sense because that's what they do. It's not, they don't do a lot of other things. They're really known for microphones and, you know, everything in that ballpark. So that's really nice that it gets included in on this device. Obviously, what that means though too, with all of that just performance you get and the knowledge of what you're getting from them and the quality, is a price point to probably match that a little bit. Right now, As at the time of the making of this video, the price point of these is $299 US. A little bit more expensive than some other headphones on the market, but I'd say they really do boast the ability to, you know, be that much because of what you're getting comparatively to other headsets in the gaming market. There's obviously headsets that cost more, and there's some that cost less, but overall, probably pretty appropriately priced overall, and that's what you're looking at if you're looking to pick up a pair of these headphones. I want to thank all of you guys for watching the video today. There's going to be more reviews and another headset coming up on the channel in the coming weeks. Be sure to look out for that if you're looking for some other options. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.